Graham here with the latest updates from We Share Abundance. And we are a cloud nation. We are the United States of the world, and we should be streaming live on YouTube, Twitch, and in our Facebook group, We Share Abundance publicly. We've been having a bit of an issue with the sound. I'm going to try something a little bit different today because apparently it gets worse when I go to Facebook. So I'm going to go to Facebook on another computer to just see if that makes a difference, and hopefully it will. So we're here with the updates anyway for the last 24 hours. We're in an exciting time. We've been putting in some really solid foundations for a few years now because we are a nation and we need to build properly. In fact, we'll be 4 years old by round about the end of April, and we are now building our economy. We are strengthening the liquidity and the value of our currency for the benefit of all our citizens, and anybody can be a citizen, and there's lots of advantages of becoming a citizen, and it's free. So why not? There is no obligation to ever get involved in anything, but there is lots of things that most people want to get involved in. Once you get involved, or once you join and you see and understand what we're all about. Never any pressure, it's up to you. And it doesn't matter where you're from, it doesn't matter what you look like, it doesn't matter what your background is, what your financial status is, what your gender is. Nothing matters because we don't see those differences. We're a non-separatist organization. We see only people as human beings, part of one big family, all linked together, and all of equal value, all to be treated with equal love and respect. Unfortunately, in the app here, we do not get full information in the chat. We don't see who it is that's chatting unless they're on YouTube or Twitch. And most of our people that get involved and come in and comment and ask questions are in Facebook, which is why I normally go over to Facebook. But apparently it affects the sound. So as I say, I'm going to try and get Facebook on another computer, and excuse me, hopefully I'll be able to see it okay because it's over there in the corner, and I have to keep on looking here. Okay, so we have Lewis in from Portugal. Lost track of where I was then for a moment. Lewis in from Portugal in YouTube, and he's saying hi to everybody. We'll be getting started in just a moment with a very short prayer to help us find true happiness in life. We'll follow that with a little affirmation to help us maintain that non-separatist ideology we have, where we just see everybody as a human being. And after that, we'll get into the updates, let you know what's going on, where we are, excuse me, and we'll get it done and dusted as quickly and as efficiently as we can, with a lot of smiles and love and laughter. Okay, so let me first of all get to Facebook on this other computer, and my speakers are off on there, yeah, and hopefully, yep, we've got I can get the comments up. A little bit small, but yeah, we can see we've got Maureen Roberts in from where? I don't know. Probably somewhere in the UK, I think, but I'm not sure. So anyway, welcome to you, Maureen. You're the first in on Facebook today. I'm going to get started right away, then we can get through things a little bit quicker. Here we go. Maureen is saying it's in London. Okay. We've not had many people from London. Some of the suburbs, yeah, but from London itself, not many people on our lives anyway. So the capital of England represented. We usually have Bozina in representing the capital of Scotland. We have Lewis in on YouTube representing the capital of Portugal, Lisbon. And we have people from all over the world. Some people watch the replays because there's never a good time for everybody. And we always have the replays available on Facebook and in YouTube, going back for nearly 4 years now. Okay, so let's get started with a very short prayer, and then we will have that affirmation, and then we'll get right into the updates and let you know what's going on. Okay, we're in exciting times, folks, exciting times. Dear Heavenly Father, we're so happy and grateful for you, and we ask that you bless the We Share Abundance community, that it may fill each member's heart with unconditional love, and that through that love, each member finds the joy of service. And through service, bless each member that they attract true happiness and everything they want and need into their life. Amen. Yeah, true happiness. It's something that everybody seeks. Everybody wants to be happy. Most people are happy for a while, and then they're down in the dumps and they're looking for something else, and then they'll be happy for a while again. And what we're talking about in true happiness is that everlasting happiness that only comes through loving service to others. There are people with lots of money. You can't buy happiness. They're still searching for it. They don't know what it is that they're missing. They have everything that you could possibly imagine that money can buy, and yet they're still not happy. And it's that loving service to others. The great thing about loving service to others is when you go about your life in that way, everything that you want and need will be attracted to you. You won't have to chase after it. So it's a good path to take. I see we've got Norman in from Doncaster in the UK as well, and just in time for the affirmation. Still not seen or heard from Deborah. So anybody that is in touch or knows of Deborah is usually a regular here. We've not seen her for a few days, and I just hope that everything is okay in her world and her life. Right, the affirmation. We are so happy and grateful to be citizens of the United States of the world with God and truth as our leaders. Heavenly Father, may thy kingdom of peace come into our world as it is in heaven, and free us all from divisive inharmony, that we may become perfect citizens in body, mind, and soul of thy world. Okay. Right. As I said, we are the United States of the world. We welcome everybody. What we ask is that you come with a positive mental attitude. Don't come as a beggar. Beggars get a beggar's pittance. You are all princes and princesses. You are entitled to have a good life filled with abundance. But you've got to know that, and you've got to go about your life in that way. You've got to act as a prince or a princess. You've got to accept the responsibility of that role as well. A beggar gets a beggar's pittance, just the scrapings off the table. Is that what you want? Don't come here as a beggar. Come here as a prince. Come here and say, yeah, I am a prince and I'm going to help everybody else, because that's the role of a prince. It's not to take, it's to give. And that's what we're about: giving, sharing abundance. And you'll find the more you give, the more you have. Okay. What's been going on? Okay, Devyani today has, in fact, ahead of schedule, completed the module that she was working on for the 777 plan for the placement of the free positions, the paid positions that we have, which is the driving mechanism behind the whole plan. It's very unique. It's simple in some ways, but very complex in others. And we are going to be testing that tomorrow before we move on with anything else. There are one or two other little things before I wouldn't have interrupted her while she's on that, because it's been a complex process. It's taken several days. And while your head's in that mode, it's not good to sort of go off and get involved in something else, and then you have to come back and start all over again. But there are a couple of things that we will be making changes on tomorrow, I think, before we get into another module. But we'll be thoroughly testing the placements, making sure that they are as they should be, because it is really, really important. Today, I've been testing the placements in the ShareHope plan, the Powerline plan, and there's an error in the community matrix placement. I have left messages for Rohit, but I don't think he'll be in yet. He usually is in. Let me have a look. Yeah, no, he's not seen the message yet. He's usually in quite late, and it's even later where he is, because he's, I think 4 hours behind or our time. So what time is it? It's 7 a.m. It'll be 11:30 there. I think that is now too late for him, but hopefully he'll get onto it tomorrow. We've got to get that placement right. But I think that's all that's missing now. It's looking good. The placement in the personal matrix seems to be fine. I do need to test it a little bit more, but I couldn't test it without changing the results that we'd got in the tests that I've already been doing, that Rohit has to see and then correct. So I'll be involved in testing that as well tomorrow, as well as we'll be testing the placements in the 777 plan. Both are getting closer and closer. The ShareHope plan, I'm hoping that Rohit can get those corrections made quickly. We can get it then loaded on the server. We're all ready for it. And the emails now are going out correctly. We need to change the wording in them and things, but that is fine-tuning. As long as the system is working correctly, as long as you can pay and get paid out in the correct way, that is that is what we're striving. Okay, let's have a look. We've got a couple of other people in. I see. We had. Who did we have? Yeah, we had Norman in from Doncaster, and then we've got Kingsley from Manchester, UK. Bozina from the capital of Scotland, Edinburgh. We've got Carl from New Zealand. Good morning, Carl. It's morning over there. It's a cold night here today. And we've got Darren in From where? I don't know. Will we be able to view the power line? I don't know. We already have 40,000 people in the power line. So I think that is unlikely that you will be able to see the whole power line. I'm not sure what merit there is in it, really. But we could show perhaps 10 or so. But I don't know. It'll show you the number of people in your power line. Definitely, that's already there. Whether we put the names to them or not, whether that is feasible and how many we could do, we'll have to have a think about it. Okay, let me see. Carl, Darren, Sirajo saying hi. This is strange because I've got oh, just a minute, there it is. Good evening from Inby, Devon. I'd seen that in the app here. That is, of course, Richard. He's not far from us. Yeah, it is a bit nippy, but it's been a beautiful day. Bit cold, but it is winter. Okay, then we had Buzina and Carl, and Lewis says the sound today is perfect. Good. So maybe it's when I go over to Facebook in the same computer, because I've got Facebook in this other computer over here. So that's maybe what causes the problems. But we do need to be in Facebook so that we can see who the people are. Siraj is from Nigeria. I think it was Siraj. Let me have a look at the name again. No, Strajo, I think. From Nigeria. Okay, we've got an awful lot of people from Nigeria joining. It is becoming a bit of an issue. I spent probably about an hour and a half clearing almost 100 people today through the KYC. Not all in one go. One go in the morning and one go about an hour or so ago. I finished. So it is becoming an issue. We are going to have to, as we grow, put in that automated KYC verification. It will be more accurate than us, certainly more accurate than me. But the team are really, really good. I'm not as accomplished as our other volunteers. It's not something that I've been very good on, but I did manage to clear quite a few. When I say clear, we didn't pass them all. We get some in that, the picture, you can't see the picture, or it doesn't match the name that they put in the profile, or it doesn't look right for whatever reason, and we have to knock those back, and they'll have to re-enter. So so there is an issue there, because we have to pay. When we automate it, we'll have to pay for every verification, and if people are having to verify 2, 3, 4 times, I don't know. It's a little bit of an issue, but we'll get over it. but it will need to be done because we are growing fairly quickly now with that Powerline plan, and once it's actually live, launched, and people are getting paid and we're getting some testimonials in, it's going to really explode. I'll come back to that in a moment, but I want to give you the numbers now before I forget, because we've been talking about the issues of getting people verified. We had a net increase of 210 in our registered members today to 41,316. So that's 41,316 people that are in the Powerline. So to display the whole Powerline, I think, is not going to happen. There's no way that we can do that. However, I will have a look at the possibility of showing some. As I say, I'm not sure it's really relevant, because you will be notified if anybody that is after you in the Powerline upgrades, if you've not upgraded, because you will want to get that information to make sure that you don't lose out. You know, we've got 41,316 people now in the Powerline. If that 41,316th person upgrades, that's 41,315 emails going out. And that in itself is a little bit of an issue, but we have the server team working on that right now. Once you have upgraded, you're marked as, I think we mark you as a pro member, and you're no longer counted in the Powerline. So while we will have the registered number of members going up, the Powerline will be less than the registered members as people become pro members. And as a pro member, you're not going to get notified to tell you, you know, you better upgrade, because you've already done it. So that will cut down the number of emails, but the quicker we get more people upgraded, the better, because there could well be an awful lot of emails going out. Well, there will be an awful lot of emails going out, and it is something we need to make sure keeps working. Sending out large volume of emails causes issues. With not so much with our server, but with people getting the emails and saying, oh, I don't want to know about this. And so instead of opting out of receiving the mail, they click on spam. And then we get a spam complaint. And if we get a few spam complaints, then the deliverability goes down. So they don't get into your inbox. They start going into spam folders. And then if we still get complaints, then they start not being delivered at all. So there are a lot of issues that we have to consider with it, but we're on top of it. We're on top of it. Okay, so that was 210 increase in the registered members in the last 24 hours. Our active member count up by 202 to 4,052. Active members are people that are logging in on a regular basis. So we've got a lot of people that are registered that are not not logging in on a regular basis, not logging in half the available days. And we need to either get them sorted out so that they are logging in or get rid of them. And we try and take out people that aren't, because not every 2 months, every day we take out people that haven't logged in for 2 months. We get them out. So if we kept everybody in the database, we'd be up in the certainly 500,000 and maybe more members. But we just try and get rid of the dead wood. So we need to try and either get them upgraded or get them out. Really, they're no practical use if they're not doing anything. It's all right if they're in and they log in a few times a month and just see what's going on and they're interested. That's fine. But anybody that's sort of signed up and really is not interested and doesn't want to do anything, they might as well be off the list. And so maybe, I don't know, we'll have to have a think about it anyway. But that is an increase of 202 in our active members to 4,052. No change in the sister site Multiply Weezer in the membership base, and that is not unexpected, because the plan from an income point of view is pretty much dormant. All you're getting at the moment really is revenue share for logging in. But we got $3 revenue share for logging in today, up to $10,326 in the bonus pool there. Once we get onto that Weezer token and moving it onto the Binance Smart Chain with a controlled liquidity and value, we will see that program come alive again. But we can only do so much at once. And it's important we get the 777 plan and the Share Hub plan. I'm excited. I think I've just seen a Facebook user from Southern Alabama, USA. I'll get to that in a moment. So there we are. That's your numbers for you. Let me just check over here, because yeah, it's Deborah in from Southern Alabama, USA. Lovely to see you, Deborah. We've been worried about you. You're normally ever present, and then you disappeared for, I don't know, maybe a week or so. I hope everything has been good in your life, in your world, and it's lovely to see you here again. You did miss the prayer. I know you always like the prayer, but I know you know it off by heart anyway, so you'll be able to do it on your own or watch the replay. Okay. So pretty much it's all good news so far. When I say so far, you're wondering what's the bad news. Okay. Today I watched there was a webinar from Beyond Infinity recently, and I made the time to watch it today. And I don't like it, I've got to be honest. It seems like they are relying on third-party high-yield investment plans to generate the income they need to provide what they promised, which was a car in 12 months. Now, they're making excuses about the time for that in this webinar, which I don't readily accept, but it is what it is. What will they be able to deliver and how, I don't know. As I said sometime fairly recently, when they get to this car situation, the first cars are going out towards the end of April, or should be, they will either explode or implode. And if they're using third-party programs, it's not going to last, because third-party programs don't last. And that's why we've had to bring everything in-house, because we got to a point where we were too reliant on things that were happening outside of our community. And I am not sure, but I think we are one of the first cars that should be out there. We got our car order in pretty quickly once the scheme was announced, but we don't know that we're going to get it. So we can't advertise the competition for winning a car. I'm not sure what we can do, but we will run the competition and we'll see what happens. Now, what I thought as well, because they are talking about getting video teams down to the people that do get the cars and videoing them with the car and the handover and everything else. So it may be that we would have to take the car ourselves if we get allocated the car. And that may not be a bad thing in a way, because that car is worth $50,000. Let's suppose we have to take it ourselves and get the handover and everything that is done there. And then without putting any miles on that car, we can sell that car either back to the distributor or to anybody else. And let's suppose we get $40,000 in cash. Okay, we drop 10 grand. But if we get that $40,000 in cash, then perhaps we could use it in a different way. We could perhaps say, okay, 20,000 to the top recruiter, 10,000 to the second, 5,000 to the third, and 1,000 each to the fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, and eighth, or something like that. And that might be more attractive as a competition. But there are chances that we won't get a car. So we certainly can't now be talking about somebody winning a car. So we've got to stop that source of promotion. We will run a contest. We will find a way of getting some significant prize to whoever wins. And if we do get the car, it may be that we have to sell it and convert it into cash. And if we do, then we'll split it a little bit amongst the top performers. It won't be, definitely, the winner will not be the person that introduces the most people into the power line. It could be, but I mean, the criteria is going to be the most people that upgrade in the power line. So if you go out and you put 500 people in that have no intention of doing anything, you're not going to be a winner. On the other hand, if you put in 20 people that all upgrade, you may well be a winner. We don't know what the numbers are going to be like at this stage. So we will be running the competition. We won't be able to announce what the prize is at this moment in time. It'll be a mystery prize or mystery prizes. We have to wait and see what happens with Beyond Infinity. They watch the video and see what you think anyway. But I think they basically said that they knew they were in trouble just after launching the plan. So why did they continue with the plan is my question, and I've posed that to them. They should have said, okay, we're in a bit of trouble with this, we'll get through it, but we are going to pause the plan until we are in a stronger position. They shouldn't have just carried on, and in fact had promotions before Christmas promoting additional, trying to get more and more people into that car plan when they knew that they weren't going to be able to fulfill their obligations. So I'm really disappointed in them. I don't have connection with the with the founder. I've got to go through our sponsor and somebody who is an admin in there as well, Victoria Leal. And I've left her a message and we'll see what she comes back with. But certainly do not further go on talking about winning a car. Whatever happens, I don't think that is going to be a reality anymore. Even if we get the car, if I have to take delivery of it in the UK and somebody wins it in India or the Philippines, I mean, there's no way we can ship the car over there. So it's likely, if we do get the car, that it will be a cash prize funded by that. Somebody asking, can I post the link to the Beyond Infinity webinar replay? It's in the training section of the Beyond Infinity website. So just log in to Beyond Infinity, go to the training, and all the videos and information are in there. Okay. Right. Who else have we got? Oh, that was Richard asking that, by the way. And we've got Sagir Sunny Adam saying hi. Excuse me while I'm leaning over like this, but it's improving the sound, and it saves you looking at my ugly face. I've got to go over to this other computer. So we've got Igbena Emmanuel saying good evening, probably from Nigeria. Sagir Sani Ajan, I'm not sure where. Okay. So that is the situation with that Beyond Infinity thing. Check out the webinar. It is in the back office in the training. Just log into your Beyond Infinity account, go to the training section, and there. If the program keeps going, even with their revamped car plan situation, it's not too bad, because the money that you put in for the car has gone into your big account and is generating you income, and you can withdraw income that is earned on a regular basis. So mind you, I think you've got to have over. No, you'll have to check on that. I know that that you should be able to withdraw money, and your staking or your investment or your deposit, your contribution, whatever they call it, into the car plan enhances your weekly income. And so if you can be drawing that out, you can get your money back anyway, even if you don't get your car, or even if it takes years, or even if they disappear because of this occurrence. Okay. But if you're relying on third parties, there will be problems, and we've had them, and that is why we're bringing everything in-house. And in fact, once we get these 2 plans running, everything that we need will be in-house, and we'll keep building on that and developing everything that we have. I've got one more program I want to introduce. I don't think we'll be introducing more programs beyond that, but we may. But we will have those, essentially there will be those 5 plans in the program, and possibly the continuance of the Hope Plan, which is an extension of the Easy Business Builder plan. We will, though, be building the mall and the Fun Miracles site. And the Fun Miracles site is additional, something that is within our control and within our plan. So we have plenty going on. We'll have the Easy Business Builder, the Hope coupon token, the Share Hope Power Line, the Poverty Crusher, 777 plan, We Share Abundance, no, the Multiply WISA. We'll have this other plan that I'm going to get going. And the mall is going to be a big thing, and Fun Miracles. The mall will be a big thing because you'll be able to put your own products on there. It will be eventually, I mean, it'll take us a while to get it all working as I want, but it will operate either as an auction site or as a direct sales site. You'll be able to add products in initially. We will have to limit members to digital products, but that's okay. But as we progress and we can put in some form of escrow, then we could move into tangible products as well. We can, of course, do our own tangible products, but we will be doing a lot on that, and there will be commissions earned from the mall. It will be a big step forward once we get our own software in there. We will, in the interim period, be working on that WooCommerce. I've not done much on it recently because I've been busy trying to get the pay plans working and sorted out and checked. But we will get the mall working in a temporary fashion with the WooCommerce site, and we will get products on there. And we've got to find a way to separate the actual price from the shipping value, because the drop shipper we're using, it's all built in as one, and we can't pay you a commission on the shipping, you know, and sometimes the shipping is a big amount. So there are issues that we need to work out with it, but we'll get it sorted. Okay, let me have a look. Somebody else, sir. What about issues that occur this evening? We're eager to benefit from this program. Who's that? Sagal. What about the issues that occur this evening? What issues? As far as I know, there are no issues this evening. All our programs are sound, solid, in-house, legal, ethical, sustainable. Okay. I'm gonna. I was going to say I'm going to go back to the app. I'm in the app here anyway. And so I've been checking things that are coming through here. It's just a bit confusing for me because we don't see the names of the Facebook people in the app. But I think that pretty much covers it for what I've got for you today. It seems that it has worked better from a sound point of view, doing it this way. I may have an experiment with something else in maybe even tomorrow. But as we get these programs rolled out, there will be a need to do probably Zoom calls for the ShareHope Powerline plan, because we'll need to do one prior to the cutoff on a Saturday. So rather than give you updates on a Saturday, there will be a Zoom call for the for the upgrades, and then another day of the week we will probably need to do an opportunity call for it, or maybe for We Share Abundance at all. Okay, so we will be probably, as we get up and running and rolling with these things, maybe doing 1 or 2 weekly updates, 1 or 2 or one or 2 updates, an opportunity call, and a get yourself upgraded call, or whatever you want to call it. And that will give everybody a break from me and my sense of humor and desire to always break out in song, which there you go. So really, that's it for today. It's been lovely to see Deborah, and I hope all is well with you, Deborah. I did send you an email, but I didn't get an answer. I hope it got through to you, and I hope everything in your life is the way you would want it to be. And that goes for everybody. I love you all. Thanks for being We Share Abundance. We are now growing quite steadily, and we will at some stage in the near future have to put in that automated system to KYC verify people. You've probably encountered them in different websites anyway. They are pretty common nowadays. You have to take a picture of your ID and then take a selfie with you going like this or like that or whatever, you know, pulling faces, doing. They ask you to do all crazy things, you know. So that's it. Okay. I'll be here same time, same place tomorrow, 7 p.m. London time, on YouTube, Twitch, and in our Facebook group, We Share Abundance Publicly. Until then, let's see who that is. Oh, that's Peter from Portugal as well, saying that the sound's been good. Thank you, Peter. Yeah, and until then, keep building your power line. Try and get people in that are interested in making the upgrade. We will get them to a significant income. I can't talk about timelines for it because we don't know. We don't know how fast it's going to grow. We don't know how many people are going to upgrade, and it won't be consistent anyway. Sometimes it'll go very quickly and sometimes it'll slow down and then it'll go quickly again. So we can't tell you, you know, it's going to take this long to get to that amount. All we can say is we will never stop building for you, and eventually we'll get you where you want to go. Okay? Until tomorrow, I love you all. Get out there, be Weezer Warriors, go the extra mile, share some love and abundance, and I'll see you later, alligator, in a wild crocodile. See you later, alligator. Always wear a smile. See you later, alligator. Go the extra mile. See you later, alligator. Come on, in a wild crocodile. Woo!